supply of dairy products, we want to talk a little bit about demand. Just so you can get a good idea, demand is reflected by an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. So like the supply curve, the demand curve can also shift back and forth depending on the time of year and other factors. One big factor for dairy products is seasonal. As Christmas time gets closer, the holidays start coming around, demand for things like milk, cheese, ice cream, sour cream, things like that goes up. So that would shift the demand curve to the right. After the holidays, however, the demand goes back down, so that would shift the demand curve back to the left.
So when the price of a product, such as milk, increases, the demand of said product will go down. People will not be willing to spend that much money for milk, and they will search for substitutes, such as juice. Sales of juice will then increase. But then products that are used along with milk, also known as complements, such as cereal, will also drop.
Now we're going to talk about the supply side of supply and demand. We're here at USU's Dairy. Supply is the direct relationship between the quantity supplied and the price. Dairy prices go up during the holidays because more people are using them. So the more quantity used, the higher the price is going to be, the higher that the dairy farmer is going to produce his products to make more money at that point in time. Another thing that affects supply are resources on the dairy. The most expensive thing they have to buy is their feed. Technology is also changing the dairy industry. It's cutting down on labor a lot. As you can see, we've got automatic waters here now, so they don't have to have hands to water their cows. They're making robotic milkers, so eventually there won't be anybody in the milking parlor anymore, and it cuts that labor cost out. Even though there's less people involved in the industry now, that cost helps the market remain constant in the dairy industry. Also, because dairy farmers are price takers, not price makers, if their milk stays in the milk tank for longer than 48 hours, it spoils, so they have to take whatever price the market is offering at the time, and that helps the market remain constant.
This is the market for milk. This is the demand curve. As price increases, consumers tend to buy less and the demand goes down. This is the supply curve. As prices increase, dairy farmers tend to produce more milk, and this brings up the supply and brings up the price. This is where supply and demand meet. This is called the market equilibrium.
So scarcity is a lack or shortage of a product. In this case, it's dairy products. Land will always affect scarcity because of limited space. You can only have so much space, which allows you to hold so many animals. Labor will affect scarcity because you'll have to have employees or even yourself to take care of the animals, to feed them, to bathe them, and even milk them as well. Capital, you're going to have to pay your employees to take care of your animals. You're going to have to pay for all the product to feed your animals.